Hello, welcome to Collateral Impact. My name is Otis Courtney, and I might mention that for those who haven't seen the show, what I'm attempting to do is to share my experiences from people I've met, things I've seen, just experiences that I've had. And they will involve conversations with people, and sometimes my writings and just my thoughts. And as anyone's thoughts, they mind going all different directions. Today is a continuation of a discussion about race. And no matter how you want to approach the subject, I have always had the feeling that it's really an artificial construct, something that you were kind of forced into, and everyone has their own opinion of it. And one of the things I was looking at a TV program, and it was showing a scene about a young girl, probably about 4 or 5 years old, in a toy store, and she was in the process of selecting a doll. And the doll she selected, the little girl happened to be white, and the doll she selected was black. And so the store clerk wanted to ask her, why don't you select a doll that looks more like you? To which the little girl said, but she does look like me. She's wearing a nurse's uniform, and I want to be a nurse too. That's just a vivid illustration of how insignificant race and color is, and how destructive it is when that little girl and other little children have to grow up in a world that we construct for whoever's advantage, just to make sure that we keep things the way they are. And as I mentioned, sometimes I just write things that come to mind when I encounter that mindset that says, I ain't no racist. And this is the title of what I've written. And it goes like this: I ain't no racist. Racists think that racism is like a race that humanity is in, where the winner is determined by the color of one's skin. They see racism as something only viewed from afar, instead of the stench of amorality that defines who they are. As obvious and intentional as the acts and words they use, they expose the depth of the venomous hate that they choose. King, Malcolm, and Robeson, to name just a few, call racism a fatal concoction of a devil's brew. Just as action taken by a court is called a per curiam, at their peril they become victims of their own delirium. Acting like a prostitute and purporting to be a nun, simply adorning a habit to hide a habit, cannot be done. Whether they adorn it or they think it, racism is always there. On their exterior or in their spirit, it only signals their despair. As long as they choose to cling to their notion of superiority, they will forever be deceived by their illusionary priority.